Hello YouTube makeup lovers. So today I have an empties video for you guys, or a products I've used up video. I have a bunch of products here that I have used up these past few months. So I'm excited to share them with you. I think these videos are really great because I pretty much have finished a complete product. So I think it's a really good way to kind of review them and tell you if I love them or if I hate them, and of course whether or not I will repurchase the product again. So the very first product I'm going to share with you is a love of mine, and it's a product that I already have another bottle because I pretty much can't live without it, and it is the Bioderma Sensibio H2O. This is a makeup removing solution for sensitive skin. I love it. It removes makeup so nicely, and it just takes everything out of your eyes. I love to use this even with waterproof mascara. I just, put a couple drops into a little cotton oval pad, and boom, your makeup comes right off. It pretty much just like cleanses your face, so it is rinse free. So you can pretty much use it to wash your face. I personally don't. I always like to wash my face with face wash and water, but then this always takes out that excess eye makeup that maybe the face wash doesn't get rid of, or just I like to also just take off my eye makeup with this right before I wash my face, just to get the bulk of my eye makeup off first. I have my Johnson's baby shampoo that I ran out of. I really love this baby shampoo for cleaning my brushes, but the ones that I like to clean the most with baby shampoo are the brushes that I use for my foundation and for my concealer. For example, brushes like this that are really dirty and it has all that foundation in there, or even the concealer. The more sticky products, I think the best bet is to clean them with baby shampoo. The brushes that I use more with powder products, those I like to clean a lot with my MAC brush cleaner, but I feel that the MAC brush cleaner does not work as well on brushes that have foundation or concealer on them. Next I have this Matrix Biolage shampoo. This is a color care one, and this is the one that I buy at CVS. I love to buy it because it's pricey, so I like to buy it at CVS with my 20% coupon, which sometimes they send it to you every few, I don't know if it's every few months, you get that CVS 20% coupon. So I take advantage when I get that coupon to buy my more pricier hair products at the drugstore. But it's a great shampoo. Your hair feels nice and clean, but it doesn't dry it out, and I just love it. It lathers so nicely, and I like to alternate this one with my Aveda Shampure shampoo, and I would say this is one of my all-time favorite shampoos at the time, and I have already repurchased this one. I also ran out of the Sheer Blonde Go Blonder Lightening Conditioner. This is by John Freida. I've always liked to try the John Freida blonde products out, and they work really well. The conditioner though, I don't know if I'm really gonna go ahead and buy this one again, because I kind of like using more of my deep conditioners when I condition my hair a few times a week, and then I find myself always neglecting this one. I ended up just using it up just so that I can kind of just get rid of it. I prefer the shampoo and conditioner that come in the purple bottle, that the actual shampoo is purple, which is more to kind of like get rid of any brassiness that the hair might have. But the Go Blonder Lightening Conditioner, I tried the shampoo before. You do notice maybe that your hair may get a little lighter, but you really do have to use it often, and I really never did. I always prefer to use my other shampoo, like the Matrix one or the Aveda one, or even the purple one by John Freida. So I don't think this product is one that I'll repurchase, the conditioner, just because I didn't use it, but it's not bad. It's a good conditioner, but I rather reach for my other more nourishing conditioners for my hair. My Silicone Mix shampoo, this one I bought at a local beauty supply, but I have also seen them on Amazon. And I tried the shampoo and I tried the deep conditioner, and the shampoo was okay. It's not something that I'm gonna go back and buy. Now the conditioner I really do love. That's a product that I buy repeatedly, and I'm already probably on my 5th or 6th jar of that conditioner. But as far as the shampoo, I don't think I'm gonna repurchase it. Suave Dry Shampoo is my all-time favorite dry shampoo. I already have 2 as backup, because whenever I find them at Walgreens, I just kind of stack up on them because it's really hard to find them at my CVS. I don't know why, but my CVS doesn't really have them very much, and I never find it there, and I'm always scared that it's getting discontinued, but then usually at Walgreens I do find it. This is the best dry shampoo that I have ever tried from the drugstore. I've tried a few that are even more pricier than this one, and I hate them. I hate the dry shampoos that kind of leave your hair wet and you kind of have to wait for it to dry, like the Tresemme one. I really do not like. But this one I like. You kind of just spray it in your hair, you move the roots like a little bit, and it just looks perfect. It's ready instantly. It doesn't leave your hair wet. And then for me, as soon as you shake it off, you don't see the white residue that the dry shampoo leaves. So this is a really great dry shampoo. Kirkland Daily Facial Towelettes. These are the makeup removing wipes that I buy at Costco. These are great. You can get a huge pack for a very, very economical price. I think it's like about $11 or 11 something. It's less than $12. It's just a great product. It removes your makeup. It's huge, white, and it's very, very moist, which I like. Sometimes the MAC wipes, when you first buy them, I kind of have to leave them upside down so that they can get a little bit more moist, because sometimes they tend to be a little bit dry, but these are always moist. The towelette is a lot bigger and it's thick, and you can just use one wipe to remove all your face makeup. It's just a really great deal. You can find these at Costco. The next product I haven't even really used up, but I think I've had it in my collection for over 4 or 5 years, so I think it was time to get rid of it. I did love it when I first got it. It is the Chanel Brilliance Pure Sheer Brilliance in Sunkissed. This is actually a really good product. I remember I loved it. I just completely forgot about it. And the other day when I was fixing my Muji drawers, I was like, oh my God, I did not even know that this product was in here, and I just thought, maybe I'll just go out and buy a brand new one. But it was a really good product. I did apply it a little bit to my face as a highlight other times, and my favorite way of using it is to mix, almost dropped it, is to mix a little bit in with your foundation, and it just looks amazing. It gives you a nice healthy glow. So this is a really good product. It is pricey, so you may be able to find something that's less expensive than Chanel, but this is a really great product. And I'm sad that I forgot about it and I didn't use it and I wasted so much product. But when I'm ready to get Sunkissed again, I will go out and repurchase it because it is a very good product. My Bioderma Sensibio Light. This is a soothing cream. I love it. I've tried the Sensibio Light and the Sensibio Rich, and I truly love them both. The Rich one is more to be used at night, but I've also used it during the day, and I think it's awesome for both. But this light one, I just really like to use it under my makeup because it feels so light, yet it moisturizes, and it just feels great on the skin, and it's very good for sensitive skin. It doesn't have a scent, so you kind of feel very happy that you're not putting any crazy ingredients or scents onto your skin. I don't know, for some reason when I apply it, I feel it's just so nice and natural. And just my bag balm. This for me is my favorite lip balm of all. It comes in a huge container, so what I do is that I kind of take it out from here and I put it in little containers for lip balm. So I have one in my vanity, I have one in my bedroom, I have one at work, I have one in my purse, I have one everywhere, and this container just lasts a really long time. You can probably still see a little bit in there, but I already went ahead and got a brand new one. And this product is great. You can find it at the drugstore. It has multiple uses. You can use it on your elbows when they're getting dry. You can put them on your feet and put socks on your feet at nighttime so they get moisturized. And for the lip balm, it's awesome. It also works really great on your lips under your lipstick. You know how there's some lip balms that are great lip balms, but under lipstick they just do not work, but this one works really, really well. So I really recommend this bag. I have 2 hand washes that I used up, and I love these from Bath & Body Works. These are my all-time favorite ones. The first one is the Antibacterial Gentle Foaming Hand Soap. This is in the Eucalyptus Mint, and the other one is the Stress Relief Hand Soap in Eucalyptus Spearmint. I love everything that has eucalyptus, especially for washing my hands. So these are all-time favorites that I always continue to buy. Eos Hand Cream, I also use this up. I have no idea which scent this is, but you can tell it's the one that's like a minty green color. I like this more for the shape. I think it's really cute, but it's not like an amazing hand cream, but it's a good one to have in your purse. It does a trick. It's not like a super moisturizing one, but it is a good one to have in your purse if you want to just quickly moisturize your hand, because it doesn't leave your hands sticky, so that when you put cream on your hands, you can't like touch anything for like 20 minutes. So that's why this one is good for your hands and to have in your purse. First of all, because it's cute, and also because it moisturizes them nice and quickly. And then after you apply it to your hands, you can go back to doing whatever it is you were doing without getting cream all over the place. So that's what I mean. It's like a good hand cream, but it's not like a ultra moisturizing hand cream that you'd want to use on cracked hands or super dry hands, because it's not going to cure any major dryness. It's just basically for on-the-go hand moisturizer. I feel like I have a few more products here that I didn't completely use, and I think it's because in this Empties video I have a ton of products that I'm kind of just getting rid of because I was cleaning out that maybe they dried up or they're older and I just felt kind of gross keeping them. But I will still tell you if I loved them or if I hated them, and if I will go ahead and repurchase them. The next one is the MAC Lip Gloss. This is a super glossy lip gloss from MAC. I remember I used to love this. I used to use this all the time. The pros and cons of this: number one, the pro is that it's the glossiest lips that you'll ever have. It makes your lips look so good. The negative part about it is that it's so sticky. So if there's a little bit of wind, your hair is gonna stick to your lips. Anything is gonna get stuck to your lips because it's so sticky. So it's kind of hard to have it when you have long hair like mine. If you have your hair pulled back, maybe that's when you should really use this. But it is a great lip gloss. Guerlain Terracotta Bronzer. Guerlain, I think, is the brand that pretty much invented the bronzer. It was the first bronzer that I ever got was from this brand, and they're amazing. I'm not sure if they still carry this one, but they do carry a bunch of other ones that are amazing. It's an amazing brand for that. It's an amazing brand for a lot of things, but bronzer is definitely their specialty. The Out the Door top coat is amazing. I have to say it is my all-time favorite top coat, and it is the best one to use, especially if you do your mani and pedi in the nighttime, because you know how it is. You do your nails late at night, and then you want to go to sleep, and then you pretty much ruin all your nails, and they get all with these sheet marks, and they get all like messed up. This prevents that because it dries so fast. And now I just find myself using it all the time, no matter what time I do my nails. It's the best. I've bought it for about $4 something at Publix. So it's very inexpensive, but it's very effective. So I've used up a bunch of these Bare Minerals powder foundations. I used to like these a lot. I used to mix the light and the fairly light. And then I also have the Mineral Veil. I kind of started using these again just to kind of like finish them. And I find myself still feeling the same thing that I always felt. I kind of feel like it's a little bit more of a hassle because it's a powder. You really kind of have to work with it a little bit more, and then you kind of make a little bit of a mess. And then ever since I found the Too Faced Cocoa Powder foundation, I'm like, oh my god, this is so much easier. It's just a pressed powder. I don't have to bother with, you know, putting a little bit of the powder onto the cap, then rubbing my brush on the cap and letting it stick to the brush, then buffing it on me here, and then worrying about all the fallout from the powder. Whether it's a good product or not, I'm not arguing that it's a good product, because it is. I just think for me, it's a little bit of a hassle. I'm really not into the whole powder type of products for the face. I personally like pressed powder, not loose powder is what I meant to say. I don't like loose powders. I prefer everything to be pressed. It's less of a hassle, it's nice and neat, it's not messy. So I will not be purchasing these Bare Minerals products again, especially the powder ones. I do like their new Ready eyeshadows. I like those, and I did try the pressed foundation and I did not like it. I put it on my face and it felt very cakey, so I just did not buy it. I did test it out, but the Cocoa Powder foundation from Too Faced I think is amazing, and it kind of like saved my life with the whole powder foundation type of thing because it's pressed. It's just so easy. L'Oreal Liner Intense in Carbon Black. This is my favorite liquid liner of all time. I already bought it. This is what it looks like. It has a felt tip, and it is, I think, by far my favorite liquid liner, and it's so black, and it looks so nice, and it just makes it so nice and easy to apply with the felt tip. Even if I use a gel eyeliner, I always like to apply my L'Oreal Carbon Black Liner Intense really close to the lash line in case I have any gaps, so that you don't see like my skin and you just have it all nice and black when I do my liner. I love it. Badescu Drying Lotion. I already went ahead and bought another one of these. This I got at Ulta. You can still see a little bit of the pink product down there, but the actual solution is already finished. It's a really good product. You can put it on your pimple. When your pimple feels like it's deep inside and it just has not come out and it hurts so much, I always apply it on the pimple. When I go to bed and the next morning, the pimple has already kind of like started to come out. It's not a magic product. It's not gonna make your pimple go away overnight and your face is gonna look like if nothing happened. It's not like that. I've never had a product that overnight it just like completely disappears my pimple or my blemish, but it does definitely help it heal quickly, and it does help it get rid of the pimple faster, but it doesn't happen overnight. But it is still an amazing product, and I did go ahead and repurchase this. So my Simple Cleansing Facial Wipes, these I did not like at all, and I will not be repurchasing. It did not move makeup at all. It says here, removes waterproof mascara, and that it did not. The most it ever did was just tug on my face because I was trying to remove my makeup and it just did not work out for me. I did not like them at all, so I will not be spending money on repurchasing these ever again. Origins Checks and Balances. I had this little size for travel and I already used it up. This is my all-time favorite face wash, and I have gone ahead and repurchased this. I actually got this jumbo size that came out in the holidays of the Checks and Balances. It was a lot more product for the same exact price. Actually, a subscriber told me about that, and they were having them at Macy's. I have a few lip glosses that I ran out of this past month. The first one is from Lancome, and it is the shade Tenting. I really like this lip gloss, but when I went to go buy it, they didn't have it anymore. And I find that happens to me a lot with Lancome, that whenever I find a lip product or a lipstick that I absolutely love, they go ahead and discontinue it. So that kind of annoys me. Maybe it was a special edition and it's not like from their main permanent line, but it just happens that every one that I fall in love with, whenever I go back to get it, it's no longer available. I also used up this lip gloss by Canebo International. This is in the shade Pearl. It actually looks kind of pink because I have used this gloss over so many different lipsticks, and it's just an amazing lip gloss. It just goes with everything. It's really like a very kind of like a clear whitish color, and it has a little bit of a pearly effect to it, and it just goes on so nicely over anything, and I love the formula. I definitely think I'll repurchase this, and the last time I found this was on Amazon.com because I really don't have any department stores that sell this brand near me, but you can find it on Amazon. Smudge Proof Eyelid Primer. This is an amazing primer. I already went ahead and bought it. It lasted me a really long time, and this does not crease no matter what on your eyelid. It is just an amazing eyelid primer. If you have oily eyelids, I think this would be the primer for you. I don't have oily eyelids, and I still love it because it makes your shadow last a really, really long time. And it is just a great, great product. Already purchased this one. Lightening Spray by John Freida. This is the first time I actually tried this, and it was very highly recommended. So I tried it out. You try it out on wet hair, and you kind of just apply it a little bit to your roots. At least that's how I did it. I only applied it to my roots, and I did it when I was trying to stretch out my next highlights appointment. I like to try to wait as long as I can between my highlights, just because I don't want to apply too much color products to my hair, because I feel like, you know, those products that you use to get your highlights really do damage your hair. So if I can last 3 or 4 months without getting my highlights, even better. So I applied this just to my roots to see if it would maybe lighten them up a little bit, or if it would just make a difference, and it really did. It was very natural. I felt like that month when I was already due for my highlights, but that I didn't really want to go in just yet, I feel like that month my hair looked a little bit better than when it does when I'm really just waiting to get into the salon to do my highlights. So it does help, and it was natural, but I think I used it like once a week for like 2 weeks, and I did notice a huge difference. Then I didn't use it again at all throughout the next 3 months after I had my highlights freshly done. And then I did the same thing again after my 2.5 month mark, when I already noticed that I'm already wanting to get my highlights. I used it once a week, and it just felt like it kind of just like let me stretch out the time between my highlights even longer, so that I can pretty much last to 4 months, 3.5 months to 4 months before going to my next highlight appointment. The Duo Eyelash Adhesive Glue. This I got at the drugstore. This is pretty much the only eyelash glue that I trust. It's really scary for me to put glue on my eyelashes with the false eyelashes, and since my eyelashes are pretty small, I want to make sure that I keep them all and that I don't pull them off with my false eyelashes. So this is really the only glue that I trust and that I use, and I totally recommend it. This is from the drugstore. Anytime I buy false eyelashes, if they come with a glue, I always throw that glue out, and I only use this one. I saved this from my razors. This is a Gillette Venus Spa Breeze. Really love the smell for my razor. I can still kind of smell it in here. It's a very good product. I use a Gillette Venus, which is the one that has the gel bar, so you don't even need shaving cream. And then they didn't have the ones that I always buy, which I don't know what they're called. They're the purple ones. So I went ahead and bought these, and I really liked them, so I will definitely repurchase these. The Christian Dior Creme de Rose Lip Balm is amazing. I have fallen in love with this product ever since I found it last year. It was one of my 2014 favorites. It's just an amazing product. Completely used this up. Already bought a new one. It really moisturizes your lips. This is the one that I have on my night table so that I can have it readily available for me in the nighttime before I go to sleep. It's not one that I like to use under my lipstick, but it is a very moisturizing lip balm, and I just love it. The Givenchy Mr. Perfect. This is kind of like a little thingy that looks like this. I don't even know how to explain it. It's kind of like a little marker that kind of erases any makeup mistakes that you make. So you have like this little white felt tip at the end. You can just erase your makeup. It's kind of like damp, so it's like a little makeup remover. And then in the back, it had a bunch of these little felt tip things in the back so that you can replace them when they get dirty. And although it's a good product, I'm not sure I'm going to repurchase it, because in the 2 years that I had it in my makeup bag, 2 or 3 years, I don't think I pulled it out once. And of course, last week I applied my mascara somewhere, and I got a little bit on my lid. I kind of like smudged it a little bit on my lid, and of course I needed something to wipe it off. And I did not have this anymore because I had already thrown it into my little Empties box. But it does work well, but I'm not sure if I'm gonna buy it just because I really didn't reach for it all that much. Then the last two products I have are the Lemonade by Benefit. This is an eyelid primer, but I do have to say that this eyelid primer does crease very easily. So it's definitely a no-no for oily lids, and I don't have oily lids and it's still creased on me. I pretty much just prefer my Lorac Behind the Scenes primer or my NARS primer that I just showed you than this Benefit Lemonade, so I probably will not be repurchasing this. This is a very yellow primer, and it's supposed to cover any little imperfections, just kind of make your eyelids a nice even color. If that's what you're looking for, I personally prefer the Painterly Paint Pot from MAC or the Soft Ochre Paint Pot from MAC. I think the MAC paint pots work really well for that purpose than the Benefit Lemonade. And the last product I have is another one of these that I kind of just cleaned out my drawers with because I just haven't used it in forever, and it's a product that's already getting a little old. So it's always good to look through your makeup and throw away anything that's already really old that you haven't used in a really long time. So the last product I have to share is the Makeup Forever Camouflage Palette. This is the #1 palette. I used to live by this concealer palette, and as you can see, the color that I love the most was this one right here. And you can buy these individually. Let me show you what they look like. When you buy them individually, they look like this, and this color is actually this one right here that I used up, which is the number 15. That is my favorite one. I bought those. I went to New York one time, and they have a Makeup Forever store in New York, and I bought it there. You can also call the store and just order it, because at the stores in Sephora, they don't carry them individually. I'm not even sure if they still carry these palettes. This one I did buy at Sephora back in the day. But this is the one that I liked the most, and I really never used the other ones, and I really never fussed with the whole green camouflage concealer creams. So I think it was just time to get rid of this palette because it is pretty old. It is a great palette. I think Makeup Forever has really great products, but I have found so many more concealers lately that I love so much more. So those are the ones that I'm reaching for. In fact, I barely even use the shade that I have in the pot as much anymore, because after I bought this one, I discovered the Eve Pro Salmon Concealer, which is the one that I kind of like the most. So I kind of did use this one for that purpose because it was kind of more of an orangey tone concealer and it covered my under eye circles great. But the Eve Pearl just has a better consistency. It's less thick, it's more gel-like, whereas this is more of a more thick concealer that has the risk of even looking a little cakey. So that's why I haven't bought these anymore, but it wasn't a bad product. I used to love it back in the day, so I can't say that it's a bad product because I used to live by this, but now I just have found so many more concealers that I like so much more. So that is pretty much it. These were the products that I used up these past few months. I really hope that you guys enjoyed this video and that you try some of my favorite products out. And as always, I want to say thank you so much for watching Be Lounge Makeup. Bye!